Chapter 1 Chapter 30 A Place Full of Dreams and Talents, 4. You are listening at FameTV.info. Ho Young visited Cha Bum.Gon's quarter and hardened his face. What? The main culprit was a German man who appeared suddenly. Curly hair, was an impressive young man in his 20s. What is this? I don't know how to accept this situation now. You will be right that the accident has stopped. The young man who appeared in front of him was a football fan who could not know. Kongrak.it was a man known in Korea as such a nickname, and, wow. More amazing than that was his talent. Michael Ballack, talent commander of the middle house, commander of the commander, versatile, unique heading, high jump power, A+, skillful feet, A+, stamina like steel, A+, excellent ball distribution, A, active amount of activity, A. Genius tactics, A. Powerful medium-range shooting, A. Definite goal determination, A. Steel. Like flesh, A. View more. If you meet the conditions, you can find one talent. You can acquire some of your senses when you explore title, class talent, but you must be over 18 years old to covet. S-class can be explored only if you achieve the hidden condition. Condition 1. Win against FC Bayern Munich U13, Condition 2. Score 5 goals against FC Bayern Munich U13, Condition 3. Scoring at the 4 Continental Youth League, Condition 4. Receive the knowledge of Michael Ballack, hidden condition. Open when one or more talents are explored, incomparable with promising youth. Wow. This is how many? Counting talents of C.class one by one, I have more than 30 talents. The universal word could not fit better than this. If you live with this brother, you'll be great, the most coveted man I've ever seen. Michael Ballack. That he spoke slowly in English. Where is the Cha Boom? I am so honored to meet you. Ballack met Cha Bum. Gon looked so happy. After the World Cup he left Leverkusen and moved to Munich, but he loved Leverkusen until his EAR.it was the same reason to like Cha Bum.Gon, who led the revival of Leverkusen. Legend is a long legend. Ho Young realizes Cha Bum.Gon's dignity again. There is a lot of talk about Cha Bum Gong in Gugukpong, but he was successful in Bundesliga.in Bundesliga, one of the 4 major European leagues. Why would I do this when I met Messi and Ronaldo? If Cha Bum was an idol for Ballack in the generation of Ho Young, Messi and Ronaldo were idols of numerous football fans, but this lifetime, maybe I too, I felt dizzy because I thought I could be such a person to others in order to do so, the improvement was a priority, especially talent in front of me. A lump of talent. Ho Young looked at Ballack. Where was that, while 2 legends lined up? Saddam, Ho Young had no idea to roll his head. This is because they had very different talents from youth and general adult athletes. What the title is, commander of the middle house, Does this talent represent Ballack? It is stated that it is possible to acquire the sense of athlete when coveting it, then it's huge. If you gain some sense of the commander, the skills will be improved. The problem was that I had to be 18 years old. Whatever you can get now is you. Class, commander of the commander, versatile, This too was a tremendous talent. The condition is difficult. 3 conditions. Condition 1. Score 5 goals against FC Bayern Munich U13. Condition 3. Receive the knowledge of Michael Ballack. The same class had a much higher difficulty than that of the car. 5 points. It is also against FC Bayern Munich. In addition, there was a difficulty to record up to 2 attack points in the 4 Continental Youth Society. However, there is no abandonment. Wu Young. That he did not have innate talent, but he was a persistent man. You haven't seen it yet. Ho Young clenched his fist. It was then. But who is this boy? Ballack, pointing to Ho Young. I was curious because Ho Young was sitting next to Cha Bum Gon. Cha Bum.Gon said. Oh, the best prospect in our country. I'm learning soccer at Sao Paulo FC. This year, I won the Golden Ball in the U13 league. Oh, Ballack looked at Ho Young with curious eyes and shake hands. Nice to meet you. Until now, I spoke in German, but now it was easy to speak in English. Ho Young responded with a handshake. Hi. I really wanted to meet you. 10 minutes thereafter, the three talked about this and that. Ho Young's question was the main topic of the conversation, and Cha Bum. Gon interpreted without any words. The zealous enthusiastic appearance was unique. Thanks to this, the conversation naturally flowed in the direction that Ho Young desired. How do you play soccer? Nod. Ho Young looked at Bollock with his eyes wide. Soon the answer came back. Since Dister Todd. Ha ha ha. Cha Bum. Gon laughed excitedly. Why? There are no free things in the world. Ugh. I'll tell you if you win in Munich. Bollock smiled with a strong smile, as Ho Hyung was proud. It was 2 days after the match against FC Bayern Munich U13. Ho Young has been pushing hard since the start of the game that I even asked the same team's seniors to push the ball. To get Bollock's talent, he had to score 5 goals. So Ho Young ran diligently. Why do you think the preseason will be busier than the regular season? As expected, but I did not complain. This was an opportunity. Had to catch more balls at the time to complain. You have to score 5 goals. Must, however, took. Chonggung, beep profit, whistle filling the field after a few brief sounds. It was a signal to score. Allies are welcome, but vice versa. It was FC Bayern Munich who took the lead after 2 minutes. You're pretty good. Bayern Munich's U13 team was not very comfortable. At first, the level was much higher than the Dream Tree expedition, which was quite thick as opposed to Frankfurt, which was thin like a paper board. The defense is normal, but the attackers are crazy. If there is Hoyang over there is Muller over there. Yes. Muller was right. A scoring machine that won the 2010 South Africa World Cup and won the German team in the 2014 Brazil World Cup, Thomas Muller. The line. Up between Guest Muller and Klose was an attacker for FC Bayern Munich U13, Thomas Miller, possessing talent, football genius, A. Space penetration, A+, solid base, A, outstanding soccer intelligence, B+3, stable goal determination, B+2, if you meet the conditions, you can find one talent. Condition 1. Win against FC Bayern Munich U13, Condition 2. Score more than Thomas Muller in a match, Condition 3. Hat-trick, big height up to 165 centimeters. Not long ago, he was 13 and was spending his last season at U13 this year. I never dreamed of being in the Munich youth team since I was young. For Ho Young, it was an opportunity for 2 birds. This is the best opportunity to get the best generation of Germans in the current generation and the talents of the strongest Muller in the future. The key is to score more than Muller. How long ago did you meet Pada? Of course it was a great guy, but this guy is real. Thomas Muller will appear as a comet and shine like a comet. He was not an outstanding player since he was young. It was usually known so, but Hoyang felt that it wasn't at all. Whoever did that sound, Muller, whoever saw it, was a military school. There was no splendor at all, but it was an attacker who scored the goal very easily. Just create a chance to be cool and clean finish. He was leading the game with a solid base and clever brain-based linkage. As Ho Young knew, Muller was such a style. Players who are more useful than technical. The off. The ball movement utilizing space penetrating ability was unmatched, different from the leaves. Muller really stood out. On the other hand, there was no good. He couldn't concentrate on the game and was killed by Muller's play. Why not? Should the game be frustrating? I was not pushed by Miller in my skill, but I was not showing my skills anyway. Breaking through once was blocked and the pass was not good. Moreover, the opponent's goalkeeper was a player who prevented a medium range shot. I have to score 5 goals, it just burned in, and there was no opportunity to do this. In addition, he scored 2 goals in the first half and 3 more in the second half. Dream Tree Expedition has already lost confidence. In all, the Dream Tree Expedition was defeated. Only 1 score in the second half was all attack points. Beeper at the end of the game, Hoyang dropped her head. The result of the match was a 5-1 Dream Tree Expedition. A heavy breath came out. Ha! Divided. Even if you try to cut yourself off, you seem to explode. This is the first time he has been completely defeated as the same forward. Moreover, the opportunity flew away. When can we see you again? Today Bayern Munich wasn't a local football team, nor could it be said that it was a joke. In fact, he missed both Ballack and Muller's talents. Ho Young, who has been regretted, could not escape the pitch for a while. That evening, Ho Young, who didn't want to do anything, struck a majestic buffet dinner with just one bowl. That I went back to the room and blamed myself, that I was angry at myself for this vanity defeat. The coach encouraged him to say, yes, I didn't feel well, but the result was important. Ah. I usually have a lot of positive energy, but I could not laugh in this situation. Why did you not do this? If you have a problem, fix it, but the real problem was that I didn't know what it was. Let's think calmly. Ho Young looked back at the game with his head on the wall. It was that moment. Ho Young, Hyungjin is your brother. The coach is gathering. Why? You're holding a briefing about the competition, are you? I told you to start next week. Go. Ho Young got out of bed and followed Suk Young. June, shortly after arriving at the theoretical education room, Ho Young's face turned red. It was the last chance to come like a miracle. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.